Over the last couple of months, you've heard us talk a lot about Red Oak, why we love Red Oak, and why we chose this great little town as the home for Eagle Ridge Camps. But today I want to share with you our true passion and the driving force behind Eagle Ridge Camps, which is our Christian Leadership Camp ministry. Cassie and I have been serving young people in education and ministry and other settings for the last 16 years. Over this time, we've developed an overwhelming desire to see our students discover their passion and calling in life and to help them acquire the skills needed to pursue that passion with focus and determination. In the last few years, we've been blessed to be involved in summer Christian camps, and that has afforded us unique opportunities to serve and train young people from all over the United States. But at the end of each summer camp season, so many of these students saw the excitement of their week at camp fade as they returned to the worries and fears of everyday life. Something was missing in the way camp was designed. Students were being given lots of information, but little in the way of practical skills to guide them in their lives. So after more than a year of prayer and Bible study and discussions that went long into the night, Cassie and I followed what we believe is God's calling on our lives to create a Christian camp ministry that seeks to go above and beyond the typical summer camp experience. And this camp ministry has a specific goal to prepare the next generation of leaders to serve and invest in their communities. We want to give students not just information and not just opportunities to discover God and His Word and not just afternoons filled with water games and basketball tournaments. We want to give students unforgettable experiences that launch them into a lifetime of leadership in their homes, their workplaces, and their communities. We want to give them the opportunity to hear from some of the greatest leaders in ministry, education, business, and public service. We want them to build friendships that last longer than a summer season and to be part of a camp program that lasts longer than a week. So, beginning in the summer of 2017, we will offer our first student leadership camps for middle school and high school students. Eagle 1, which is our camp for 7th and 8th graders, will be our first camp, and Eagle 2 and Eagle 3, our camps for high school students, will follow later next summer. These camps will be all-inclusive, feature great music, practical biblical teaching to guide you as you discover God's calling in your life, unforgettable outdoor excursions, and the best food you will ever have at any camp. Now, as excited as we are to launch that first summer of camps, our greatest excitement comes in what all of this is ultimately building toward: a permanent home for Eagle Ridge Camps right here in Red Oak. These first few years of summer camps at various locations, as well as the year-round operation of our Eagle Camp store on Main Street in Red Oak, will help us build the capital we need to construct a campground for Eagle Ridge. It is our prayer that this, combined with your continued generosity and giving, will put Eagle Ridge Camps in its own permanent home by the year 2021. Everything else we talk about doing, community investment and scholarships for local students and serving veterans and their families and special needs children and their families, all stems from the overarching goal of creating an unforgettable and productive camp experience for our young people. These camps, and ultimately this campground, will be the driving force behind the larger Eagle Ridge mission, which is to prepare the next generation of leaders to serve and invest in their communities. We hope that you will pray with us, partner with us, and most of all, serve with us on this great adventure.